Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Scoots here with my good friend Ashani
It's your boy.
from Playing with Power. They actually have a gun to my head and are forcing me to say that. We're back, and it is the liminal space between the semifinals and the finals. Ashani, we saw the mayor of Punt City put on a clinic in that last round.
The mayor made his speech.
I think we have to, at this point, I don't think that there's any way around it, call Mike Saad the best Winota player alive.
I think I kind of disagree with you.
The man cannot wake up without being in a top four.
No, I agree.
He's just an incredible player. And he has that perfect combination of extremely high mechanical skill and uncanny luck.
Uncanny luck and great table talk.
Great table talk.
Great table talk.
I would argue that Mike Saad is one of the best cEDH players I've ever experienced with. He can talk. He can play the game. He's good mechanically. He has a great sense for threat assessment. So hats off to Mike Saad.
Yes.
For once again top fouring Punt City, and we're gonna see what happens.
Hats off to the top 16. Hats off to the 168 players that registered for this event, because it was stacked from top to bottom.
It was stacked from top to bottom, and we're looking at the top, right?
Yes.
We see Mike Saad and Brian Coval at Oktoberfest champion and Punt City 1 champion. We expect them to be back here. But we've got Connor Brooking, who is a tournament failure. No, I'm sorry. Connor is a friend. We've got Connor Brookie, who really hasn't put up much tournament success before and is now in the top 4.
Yes. But he's running hot, though.
He is running extremely
hot.
And then we've got Malcolm Beckford on Sisay. And I heard about, apparently this guy is a top-tier table talker because he convinced Michael Mapson to get a
the
Trinisphere.
3-ball.
Yeah, to get a Trinisphere and put it into play. Yeah, 5C Sisay. There are so many strong players here. Crazy. And we saw crazy good players go out. Shauna Gillis went out in the last round. Evan, who was on Animar, went out in the last round. We lost Bryant Cook in the last round. Alana Keskis in the last round. And Jason Q, who was 6-1 coming into the finals,
went out
in the last round.
Yep.
We lost so many good players, but we are left with 4 of the best ones, right?
2 champions from different places. Brian, Oktoberfest champion.
Brian Oktoberfest champion and Mike Saad PC1 champion. And it is for the marbles. It is for all of the marbles.
All of the marbles.
Because the top prize is $1K this year, I think. They were talking about a split, and it was like $600 a piece. So the top 4 gets a total of $2,400, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, thanks, Azrael. Good to be back. I was taking a little break. My throat was really sore, and I just needed a little break. But we're back, and I'm so excited to be here, Ashani.
I am excited too, and also just to say, we also just had some side events of One Piece that was like a 1K too.
Yeah, we fired a second One Piece event.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mitch from the Epic Storm, WTF It's Not Butter, 5-0'd the One Piece 1K, and I split the top prize because he didn't want to mess around.
Well, they just split top 4.
So split top 4. Yeah.
Hey.
And I got 5th, so I didn't get anything.
It's all right.
And then we fired a second One Piece
event.
Yes, so the Magic folks, not only are they loving Magic, they horny for One Piece too.
They're horny for One Piece.
Like 20 of our
people just showed up.
They came from Boston.
Yeah.
Or not Boston, Jersey, New York, and Philly to come play in this event.
Let's go.
This is. The game's gonna start anytime now. Before we talk about the game starting, though, I just have one thing to say. Congratulations to D-Train for bringing Razakats into the top 16.
Yes.
He did an amazing job this entire tournament, and I was so happy to see it. A huge Cats fan, huge D-Train fan. So, Sarek in the chat saying this is going to be a really short game or a really long game, and I think they're right.
This is going to be a long game.
Ashani, are we looking to see the two Staxy decks at the table kind of...
Yes.
They're going to feed each other, right?
They're going to feed each other, but I do believe it's going to be a long one or a short one, actually, because if John Dargo can get under, because Sisay doesn't really play a lot of on-stack interaction, they're more of a permanent base interaction. So if you can get under it, and Brian, as the so-called only true blue deck at the table, doesn't have anything to check. Oh, we just have the turn one Winota. Do we have... Oh, we're... Okay.
He's him, right?
Yeah. We just have to see if we also just have that.
The Phyrexian
Yeah,
Walker.
if we just have a trigger.
That's an amazing start. That's a crazy start.
Oh, we're on the aggro plan. I don't think we're trying to have any control pieces here. We're just trying to get the Winota triggers on board, online, and beat face. And I think that's a good game plan going into this game.
Someone said skill meeting preparation is luck earlier in the chat, and that's all this is. Crazy mulligans, insane luck.
Insane luck.
We're seeing, I mean...
Did you... Oh, this is also a...
Turn 1 Tymna,
This is
probably?
also a turn 1 Tymna? I don't know. Tymna might get clogged on this board pretty quickly. What do you think?
Tymna, yeah, I don't know how much Tymna gets through.
Oh, no, this is where we're sending
this
it
is
for
a Kraum. We're
Yeah.
going straight for the Kraum. So turn 1 Kraum, another great opener, another great start. I mean... This is what you want to see in the Final Four, right?
Agreed.
So Mike's been on his re-election campaign for mayor of Punt City, and just been kicking ass and taking names all day. Came into today 2-3 and then 1 out.
Yes.
To get into the semis, and then won his semis game.
Malcolm Beckford is going first on 5-color Sisay.
5-color Sisay. Yeah.
We have Connor. That's the second. That's active player at the moment. Dargo Ikra, I believe, is the combination.
I agree. Mace, the Mind Sculptor in the chat, gets it right. If Mike wins this, he gets upgraded to the governor of Punt City.
Oh, okay.
And, I love seeing the best talent from everywhere together in this. We've got arguably, the best player in...
Oh, we got the trigger online, Scott. I think, what do we want?
We've got Winota. We've got a flip.
I think we want a Draneth.
I think we just want a Draneth or a Magus. Professional Facebreaker. I mean, that's not...
mana.
We're making mana.
Yeah.
We like that. Turn 1 Winota and an attacker. We're doing it. Facebreaker is good. We like treasures. We like mana.
So I think we make 2 here. Can we send that... I think even if you send it at the Facebreaker, it chumps.
Yeah, at the.
I guess it didn't chump. Oh, because of the 0-3, so no damage happened.
I'm overwhelmingly thinking you pressured Dargo early here.
Do you pressure Dargo or
you can't get through on TK at the moment.
That's a good follow up. Ace of Sword on this board is very good.
Holy cannoli. Mike is jumping out way ahead. This is Mike's game at this point.
It's pretty good.
I don't want to call it early. I'm not trying to call it early, but Aethersworn Canonist is the plan for Mike.
It stops the development from the creature decks. It stops any other development from the other turbo decks. I think very, very strong stack piece. If the Winota doesn't get checked on maybe the next turn cycle, it might just run away. Might just run away with it. So we'll find out.
Even with 1 trigger, that's nuts. That's crazy. And Mike's already seen 22 cards off the top of his deck with his opener, or he's going to see them rather.
I got some starting ones for you guys if you want to look at.
We got starting hands. Okay. All right. Mike's is. Oh, okay. Mike's is nutty. Okay, cool. Wait, did he rip the? Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. Mike's starting hand is nutty. Okay.
This is Connor.
That's Connor. Connor's starting hand is all. Or that's Coval. Coval's starting hand could be nutty.
The dogs. So we're backing on the dogs.
Malcolm's hand is starting hand of cards. Okay. And Koval's hand is nutty. That's in.
That's Connor's hand.
That's Connor's.
So how does that
No, no.
intersworn affect?
What is that?
Is that
Oh, that's a culling,
Culling
right?
ritual,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We see the game plan. Here.
Well, Adam, the Aethershorn doesn't really affect anyone's hand. No, it does. It's very bad. But Connor, notably, not super affected by it with his culling ritual in hand.
But did we by chance, with the start it has that we got a sneak peek, did we see any payoff for the
For the culling ritual?
Culling
I
rite?
didn't see one
I
immediately.
didn't see one immediately.
No, but
There's a necropotence there, though. So I mean, I guess kind of. We have Bosch and Rollbrand Coval casting their Dockside Extortionist here
Dockside into Wishclaw.
into
That is
Wishclaw, which
pretty good.
is backwards, right, for me, but it's still pretty good.
Ooh,
Uh,
this is another Dockside.
This is another. It's a vamp tutor for a Dockside, I think. Probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
This is a vamp for a Dockside. And Dockside and Sisay is pretty good. Or Deluge. Deluge is pretty good here also.
Deluge is pretty good here. You know, Sean. You know what else is good? These treasure tokens. Oh my gosh.
Oh, from
Where can,
our
where can I
sponsors?
get some?
From the Epic Storm store
Is that the one at epicstorm.com/shop?
/shop. I believe we can get a link eventually into the chat.
The epicstorm.com/shop.
And if
All right, so here we are resolving our vampiric tutor.
Yeah, I think it's actually just Dockside, but I could be wrong.
Sarek, who would do a shameless plug? Now, Sean, a thing that we haven't really seen today is we've only seen it once. Someone winning on the skill issue, Matt.
No, I thought that got broken, right?
One time, right?
no, Mike said just one.
Oh, Mike said just went on the skill issue, Matt. Oh, then it must be lucky. Where do
It might be opposite.
we get a skill issue, Matt?
From the same place, Epic
Yeah,
Storm.
no, Eminence events.
Oh no!
And click the shop link in the top.
But where do we find the deck list though?
Oh, that's our official sponsor and partner, Moxfield.
There we go.
You go to moxfield.com, enter your deck lists. Oh, you're welcome, Pingmeister Pong. Happy to help. So, I'm curious what the tutor target was.
I'm not curious. I think it's 100%. Not 100. It's 50-50. I think Deluge is a good plan. Maybe Colin also isn't the worst here either.
I believe top 16 deck lists will be available after Punt
the
City.
event.
And all the deck lists will be available. Top 16, I think, will get posted to a separate thing, and then all deck lists will be available via the bracket page, as far as I know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Martin is great. He's absolutely a great human.
To all 250 plus of you tuning in right now, who didn't read that was a Dockside Extortionist?
Not me. I thought it was a Deluge.
Dragon Kings, the Animar and Emil lists that started real well day one. You know, there was some things that happened with those lists. I talked to those players. There was some stuff.
So, Scott, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Do you, I guess answer my question.
Do I crack my
not
treasures?
crack the treasures. We did not. Have your mana. Go at it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Why would you crack your treasures? What are they going to do? Cast Sisay, activate it, get a debilitating stacks piece, and ruin your game?
Or get a game-winning piece and ruin your day. I don't know, but it seems...
Who would do that?
Oh, we did a Kraken. Oh, this Dockside is about to be cracked.
Oh, Lord.
But
we
no,
didn't.
we can't. Oh, this might be difficult. Because we can't go Dockside into Colin.
No, but we
We can't go Colin into Dockside. So we
No.
just call it here.
We are ripping the sea right here.
It's pretty juicy.
This is enormous. And the blue players, notably, There were I saw counter spells.
Yeah,
in
we
hands,
saw.
but this is enormous, and you almost let this go off. I think if you're Sisay and Tymna Kraum, because it clears the Aethersworn Canonist off the board.
I think
mean,
as a Sisay player, I want the Canonist there.
I'm what you would call incredibly greedy, and so
Greed doesn't get us to the top 4, Scott.
you're right. It gets me into the casting booth.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
That's a deal with the devil if I've ever seen one. Says I love bacon 610. Yeah.
Colin does appear to be a good Magic card. And I guess this forces some cracking of the treasures.
He cannot use Wishclaw in response because that's only activatable on your turn. Able to be activated. There we go. Culling Ritual is a cracked Magic card. One of my favorite ones, actually.
One of the main reasons to be playing green, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. The combination of green-black and being allowed to slam Culling Ritual is one of the better things. Now, we know Mike has the Orum's Chant, which I think is going to come off now. Oh, is that Touch the Spirit Realm instead? Being channeled on the Phyrexian Walker because we love our Winota attackers. Let's go.
I think that's a good play. That's your only Winota trigger. You have to save it.
Is this the hard cast Force the Negation from Coval? Is that what we saw in the hand? I think so. Yes, we're doinking the Spirit Realm at this moment.
I think I like this play. And I think this is where, Scott, we've played this game together where we try to bully each other into who's going to crack what.
Yeah.
And, that's even...
Fire coming on the stack with the
pretty
doink
good.
targeting the Walker.
We want to delete the board.
I mean, you almost are required to at this point.
So we just target the thing the Culling doesn't hit, right? Because your Wish Claw, which is fine, you want to let go.
Yeah.
And the Kraum survives.
Yep.
I'm pretty happy about this.
And you gotta wonder what's going through their heads right now. Okay, so Brian Coval's figuring out how much to pay right now, thinking real hard.
It's 4, 7, 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, so chat, we're not like cutting off much mana from Connor at this point, because Connor just wants 3 to cast Necropotence.
I disagree, right? Because yes, he wants the mana because we know there's the Necro in hand, but at the same time, casting Ikra isn't the worst, and this is the Dolphins Vita coming down here, which is just awesome because they all crack their treasures.
Yeah.
And he still has the mana advantage.
And he has the Dolphins Veto.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is pretty good. All the treasures gaps, set them back to the Ice Age.
Yeah.
The Winota board got dealt with. Very, very good play here.
Sisay is extremely far ahead right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fire Covenant resolve. Put Mike back on the back foot a little bit here. Has to get the Winota back out to rebuild. And Brian on one land and just cracking treasures to deal with the board. That was pretty good.
I was honestly halfway not expecting that veto to come down. We knew it was in hand, but I don't know. I figured maybe you want to keep your treasures, but
You definitely want to keep your treasures.
Yeah.
You definitely want to keep your treasures. There's a Dragon, so that's really good now.
Yeah. So that's what you get for the Dolphins veto.
Woo!
That's what you
Woo!
get.
Alrighty. It's a hot take there, Scott. But you're not wrong. So since it doesn't come out anymore, we just have a lot of treasures to work with.
So Forcon in the chat saying this Winota player, he never doesn't have it. He never doesn't have
Always
it.
have it.
And when he doesn't have it, he flips it off the top.
Like a true Winota player. Like the premier Winota player he is.
He is him.
Yeah, there we go. He is him. Very, very good. Very good.
Himothy Oliphant.
Whew. Wish call for a land pass? No, that's amateur play. That's a start.
No, Dranis was in his opener, Platinum 713. That's okay, it works. That's a mana vault. Adam corrected me on it earlier. He was very mean to me about it.
Ooh, activate.
Activation of Wishclaw, giving it to Dargo. Does he realize what he's done?
I don't.
I mean, I guess he probably just thinks he's jamming the wind through here.
So I'm thinking, what with one colored
There he
source?
is. Look at that Red Bull slam from the champ.
What with one colored source and a bunch of colors? But can you get to power through here? Because
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel? Actually, there's a pedaling yard.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe we can put something together with an underworld breach line here.
Do we have access to
Ristic Study?
I
No,
mean,
that seems better.
That's
that seems
also
correct.
really good. Hey, everybody, Max was just on there. We love Max. Max is the best. He's our head judge. These guys got what could we compare Max to? Max is the
Max is the Popeye's chicken sandwich of judges.
Max is the Popeye's chicken sandwich of judges. Okay. I mean, this is Zaxby's erasure, but
Are we rating chicken sandwiches right now?
Uh,
Is that what we're doing?
I mean, maybe.
And you're putting Popeye's chicken on top?
It's just we have a short king coming in to watch the game live.
What is? I am not familiar with this card, Scott. What is this?
It's Catilda, I think. Dawnheart Prime Catilda
Okay.
makes your humans tap for mana.
Make your humans tap for mana.
Makes your humans tap for mana.
Color. They become birds of paradise.
Okay.
Yep, makes
Not
all your
familiar
humans
with that card,
tap
but
for
got
any
it.
color of mana.
Awesome.
Yeah. I think other humans actually, not.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna take your word for it.
Adam. What are you doing? What are you doing, Adam? Oh yeah, that's true. Also has protection from werewolves.
Oh, that's an important text.
Yeah. Well, notably can block Frenzied Trap Breaker. So it's
We're fetching on Connor's turn. So can Connor put something together with the Wish Claw?
maybe.
Can we played? Have we played the dark side? We haven't played the dark side, correct?
If you're Connor, do you wish claw for op agent and give it to someone who's got something you really
I hate
want?
that kind of play.
I love
I
that
despise
kind of play.
that type of play. It is the worst, scummiest play known.
It's listen, it's the top 4, baby. It's the
Exactly.
finals.
Play to
Scum
win, not
Scum
play
is
to-
okay. It's-
Oh my goodness. Play to win, not play to do
Yeah,
win.
Wishclaw does make Dargo cheaper, true. We're casting a Tindy Windy. And by that I mean a
So
Tinder wall,
that's-
and I can't call it that. That's trademark.
The Ace of Swords still makes things weird.
LED is our
Artifact.
our first artifact spell.
And this has to be another artifact.
What is the artifact Sissy has out next to its commander? It is an arcane signet. Dargo can sacrifice Wishclaw to cast Dargo. It's part of his ability.
Yeah, but I think we will prefer to use it to get a card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Fire Covenant hit? Everything except for the Aethersworn Canonist
Yep.
and the Kraum, I guess. Connor,
Everyth-
the Dargo guy, says producer Adam. Get Scotty some water. Thank you. No, I have a sugar-free Red Bull here, but Hellenium Gaming, if you wanted to get me some water, I'd give you a big fat hug.
So there's San Pellegrino.
That's fine.
Are you really? Bro,
Diabetes
that is-
gang, rise up. Thank you, Crunch. Yeah, no, I got
Bro,
I got
Bro.
acid reflux. Yeah, it's not
that
Topo
water
Chico,
is
but
gross. What are you doing?
yeah, I've got pretty bad acid reflux, and I don't I don't eat when I'm on the road. I don't eat too much, and so when I do it hurts.
San Pellegrino.
San Pellegrino,
It
mother
might
of
be
rooms.
the grossest
Look
water.
at that friggin' foil mother of rooms. It's so
Listen, Scott, I'm talking about this water here. You keep interrupting me. It's gross. Who agrees with me? That San Pellegrino is the grossest
I'll
thing
be
on
honest. When I'm at home, I drink about a half gallon of sparkling water a day. I love fizzy water.
earth. My goodness gracious. I haven't finished this one bottle yet. It's so terrible.
These finals are incredible. We've got Sisay probably looking for removal for the boy. What is that? Is that a chainer?
Oh, that's kind of hot. That's a chainer that gives discarded creature haste, right?
Serac in the chat loves the mango chainsaw liquid death. I love the severed lime. That's my favorite one. It's so good.
Oh, what are we talking about? Oh, my.
Angie water.
So this is the chainer. You discard a card. If it's a creature card, cast it. And it has haste.
You may cast it.
You may
yeah.
cast it.
Yeah.
That gives some interesting lines, I believe. Oh, okay. So we went
So-
chainer pass.
Crunch. You're probably noticing some similarities in this list, the list that you play. How do you feel about Chainer? Chainer lets you discard a card that gets a creature from the yard with haste. Okay. Only two blue gamers at the table. Indeed.
So I believe this is, if we have a line drop here, this is just Winota, but it's still only one trigger. Okay.
Okay, never mind. I mean, like, that's better than a land drop.
Okay. Pay for study. Okay. And okay. Rock Rat pay for study pass. The game has slowed down a little bit here. Oh, we hit our second line drop. It's a tad glare, but it seems like a command tower.
It does look like a big pile of glare. You're right.
And no actions from Coval. We pass it to what's that? What's his name again?
Malcolm. Did Brian miss his Mana Vault trigger to take damage? Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
We've resolved it.
Okay.
It's just a step behind.
All right, tap it, make it some mana here. We're playing our own draft.
We're Dranithing back. Okay.
This game.
Seeing the writing on the wall. Playing your own.
Stick study trigger?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Noxious the Calling. Love to see it.
Paying green mana for it and Noxiousing the Culling Ritual back to the top of the library.
That's pretty good. Hit all the Dradas to Acer Sword. That's pretty good. Does it resolve, though? Let's see. Oh, we need to untap the Overgrowth Tube. There we go.
My favorite part was when he said it's Dranith time, and then he Dranithed all over them, says Forcon in the chat. I don't know that this Culling Ritual gets through.
No, but if it does and its Wish Claw also resolves, that's just the end of the game.
Is that you? You little shit. You little scamp. This is for Defense Grid. There's no way that this Wish Claw is not for Defense Grid. That's our artifact spell for the turn, and then we're slamming Culling Rit.
Why do we have this man on the keyboard? Why is it allowed to be on a keyboard right now? My goodness. Can we ban the producer Adam, please? Thank you.
I'm
thank
banning
you.
Adam.
Please, someone.
Big Daddy. No, it's not Big Daddy Dosen. It's Defense Grid because we want to cast an artifact spell.
Yeah, he did not put those on it in the list. We were talking about it last night, sadly.
Connor's new nickname, Peter Cullen, because he's transforming this board into a wasteland. Anybody? Okay, never mind. I mean, that was a good joke, but... Ban Adam for playing Sacred Guide. Oh, Adam's been fired
Adam
and
already
banned
banned
several
himself
times.
from doing that, so he's taking initiative.
I don't think Grid does anything here. I mean, it just makes things harder. It doesn't stop Sisay, but like...
No, it doesn't make, I guess.
Yeah, I
It cut, I guess it truly doesn't really do anything. If they have a one mana interaction spell, it's
Grid
still...
kind of protects Culling Ritual for a second. It's Connor's.
I don't think it's great. I think it's a payoff for the Colin.
The Culling has to go through.
Yeah, but even if it doesn't go through, he still has a payoff for the next turn. And then sack the Tenderwall. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is slamming the Culling Ritual.
Ristic study. Do you think you paid for the study? Maybe.
One Mogian.
Activate 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Float 2 colorless. Float another 2 colorless from Coval. I guess party gets reset. Do they pass on it?
So it looks like we're looking for the Sisay player to interact here. A swan song, and it is almost on if Coval has something. It's almost bad tonight. Like, Sisay is way ahead at this point.
Yeah, so that's what they're leaning on.
And they gave him a tutor, so like, do you counter the swan song if you're Coval if you have the mana up?
No,
we're just taking a bird.
Because even if they get the tutor, they still have to remove the Dranis. So I think you have some time.
Dranis costs 2 mana.
What do you mean?
Culling Ritual kills Dranis. If you protect the Culling Ritual, you might live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I like leaning a lot here. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Scott was right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. No one passed priority to Coval. He was just waiting for his turn to respond. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
No, okay.
I think
okay,
you
I see.
defend it.
Okay, I got it. I got you.
Yeah. Does anybody know if Malcolm B has any prior top results? I think Malcolm plays in locals. I don't know of any prior majors, but that's okay.
But so with the Ace of Sword, I think this just resolves.
Yeah. Okay. We have a note on the screen right now.
That I'm bad at threat assessment?
Yeah. We have a note on the screen right now that said Ashani is bad at threat assessment. From
How is that bad at threat
our
assessment?
producer trying to...
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Hey, can someone give me like a high five for getting it right? Anybody? Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I swear, I work with the worst people.
So Malcolm has won or topped a few of the Rip and Chip tourneys. Thank you, Dragon Kings. Yeah, I knew he was playing locals, but hadn't seen him in majors. But Crunch, do it, Connor. The time is now. You darn tootin' it is. Notably, Connor can cast Necropotence and Final Fortune with the mana he has right now. And is Connor on Razaketh?
Yeah, this is a Razaketh build.
Oh, sick. Excuse me. That was a huge culling ritual. And this is ad nauseum. It looks like he's taking 5 black.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, peer into the abyss.
Oh,
Target.
Oh, we registered pair. That's dangerous. Not enough deflecting SWAT. This deck, that card has caused mental breakdown for me.
So, 10 black, 3 green floating.
Yep. Vamp Tutor in response.
Is this in response to the? I guess this is in response to the Ristic Study
In
trigger.
response to the Ristic Study trigger, yeah. I don't think. I guess
Yeah, you just grab Deflecting Swat here.
doesn't. Isn't that last card in Mike's hand Orange Chant from the opener?
Is it? I'm not sure. It could be. I didn't remember seeing the Orbs chat, so you could be right. But you still don't use it, though, right? As for... Because that's your only card left in hand. And there's a Ristic Study and Sisay.
So I honestly think there's a Kraum trigger here. So it definitely feels like this Vamp Tutor is probably for deflecting slot.
I think it's for Deflecting
But
Swat.
I would be the problem is Connor could swap back here, right? But Veil doesn't stop the swap. So what protection spell are you getting if you're Connor? Connor choosing not to pay the Ristic Study trigger.
Yeah.
So here's the swat. Obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, Connor didn't pay the Ristic Study, so he drew the...
You don't get a chance. You have to decide your tutoring before.
He
No,
did.
he
He
put
responded
it on
to
the
his
stack.
Kraum trigger.
Oh, Kraum trigger.
He had
Yeah.
a Kraum trigger on the stack.
Because the Ristic Study can be paid for, but the Crown cannot be interacted with.
Woof. Woof.
So the issue with this is no, I think this should just be fine, right?
I mean,
It goes to a low enough life total, but there's still not enough creatures to kill him at this low life total.
Well, look at how much mana Sisay has available. Do you just use Notion Thief? I wish. Notion Thief would be sick here. I'd be super happy. It seems like unless the mayor makes good here.
Well, the man still has the orange chat, but if this resolve everything, which it seems like it resolving, I think the rest is just history.
Classic side part says Connor has Jessica's will in hand. That would be an experience.
It would have to
How
be.
much would be 40? Like 40 red mana.
Just kidding. It's the cat.
If you had 40 red mana and a sack outlet, you could continuously cast Dargo, depending on the sack outlet. If it is Jessica's will and like greater good as the follow up, that would be like cracked.
You're saying that he got so unlucky he didn't draw any card.
Oh, here's the necro.
Here's an
Any
Necropotence.
interaction here?
I mean,
that
I'm
pair?
sure he drew interaction, but you know,
He drew 40 cards.
he drew 40 cards, so I'm sure he's got something.
So you now just have to send it because you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know you don't get another turn here.
big Senderino now. I'd go to like 2. Well, I'd go to 3 because of City Brass. I want to use it, but maybe spend 25 in the Necro right now if this resolves.
I think the Necro resolve is pretty. It's okay for that to happen.
40 lands in hand, says Natural Crunch. What does the think card? That means that you're holding priority.
You're in the thunk step. You're in the tank.
And if you flip that over, it says pass on the back. And you know where you can get those? At theepicstorm.com/shop.
What about those cool skill issue mats?
You can get those at Eminence.events and then click the shop link in the top.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Brian Coval trying to figure out which of his 25 counter spells he will use to counter those Necropotence.
No, we're just trying to get the relevant cards. Relevant, irrelevant, and what? Winning cards in the separate piles. Force of Will going down to 6. Discarded Intuition. Seems easy. 1 card left in hand. Is that the ad nauseum?
To all 334 viewers right now, thank you so much for joining us. This is a huge amount of people. Adam, how is this compared to your highest number at
This is 100 more
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. 100 more people. We're at 350 now, 348. Thank you so much for joining us. This is crazy.
We're just showcasing all the goodies to everybody.
Just trying to say, hey, can I just win, please?
With all the interaction. The guy was like, come on, man. I think we're packing up the cards. Orange Chance, Combat Celebrant.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was a Path to Exile.
A Path to Exile, okay.
Okay. We have the brand. Do we have enough mana to... I guess we have enough mana to get there. And we have...
Amazing!
Beautiful.
Brian Coval, Bosch and Roll takes down Punt City 2 for the $1,000 prize. Incredible game. The mayor is unseated. We have a new mayor of Punt City.
So we were upgrading.
Our good friend Adam is going to go get Brian Coval for a post-game interview. And Adam switched the camera over to that table so that we could all see Adam going to talk to Brian.
Great.
Skill issue Matt takes it down.
Yes.
If you want a skill issue Matt, you can go to Eminence.events and click the shop link at the top. Amazing. Incredible. Imagine if that would have been Nas instead of Pierre. True.
It's fine. It's fine. It happens. Congrats to everyone. Congrats to the top 4. Congrats to the winner,
Amazing.
Brian Coval. Congrats to everyone who registered for Punt City.
It's been so
We're about
sick.
to have... Yeah, it's a stacked tournament.
Is it safe to come to the conclusion that Tymna Kraum is a good deck?
In Brian Coval's hand? Yes.
In Brian Coval's hand. That's two
two
major championships
Yep.
on Blue Farm.
Yes.
Well, Tymna Kraum breach, excuse me.
TNK.
TNK.
Tymna Kraum.
Are you guys ready?
Yep. All right, everybody, so that concludes gameplay, but keep it locked. We have a winner's interview, and I'll probably say some sappy things after the fact. We're just waiting on our beautiful guest. Ashani, that game was off the hook.
That game was good. It ended a little... It was sad to see...
A little abruptly.
Yeah, it's sad to see the pair getting what pair always gets. Deflecting SWAT. That's why I cut it from most of my decks, but it's okay. Connor had a great run. John Dargo represented.
Yeah.
And made it to the finals. Even if it was unlucky at the end. Make it to the top 4 table of a very super stacked tournament.
Yeah.
It's no feat. That is...
It's no small feat.
Yeah,
It's
that's bragging
incredible.
rights.
Great playing. Connor gets to lord it over my head for a little while.
We can definitely call that we can say John the Lobster, John Dargo is the John deck to be played. Now that's coming from me, maybe.
Wow.
Maybe.
Are you okay?
No, I don't know if I'm okay, but I'm gonna give the respect to the John Dargo though.
Incredible.
Great
Great performance. Deck lists will be live when deck lists are live. Probably within 24 hours.
Yeah, tomorrow or end of day. Don't know,
Tomorrow,
but
maybe end of today. Depends on when the flying squirrels at the development squad can get to it. But yeah, it'll be they should be live soon. Trademark. Culling Ritual good is another conclusion we can take away from this. So nice, he cast it twice.
yeah,
But
very good card.
yeah, I mean, gosh, what a peer getting swatted to end it. Like,
It's sad, but it's so.
it had. I mean, it had to be exactly Vampiric Tutor there. So it could have been Mystical Tutor, but you can't always play around that, right?
No.
Y'all interviewing Coval?
That's the
I
plan.
have a request from Old Sabretooth.
Okay.
He would like to have Coval sign these D-SWATs for him.
Okay. All right. I will certainly ask. Ashani, can you grab a?
I don't have a marker.
There's two at the end of the table.
Okay.
All right. So we Brian is probably the best Tymna Kraum. I mean, I think we can fairly safely say this at this point. Brian Coval is probably the best Tymna Kraum player in the country, or at least the ones who show up to tournaments. And I think that is a safe thing to say at this point.
Easily.
I don't even think that's that wild of a conclusion to draw, honestly. So we've seen titans of multiple formats compete in this, and now we have Brian Coval taking down the whole thing. Incredible. You can see the cEDH community is heavily improved by the involvement of players coming from other formats and embracing ours.
Dominating, actually.
Brian could be one of the best cEDH pilots ever, like, regardless of deck. I honestly think that, like, if you're playing a good deck, if he's playing a good deck, Brian could top it. But if you're playing Tymna Kraum, he definitely can.
Yeah, agreed. But as we wait for the champion to, I guess, get whatever, maybe get his winning funds and all of that.
Adam is busy typing up the tweet and has typed congratulations into it. So unfortunately, Adam cannot moderate this typo. So he's being extra careful to spell it correctly. How will this affect Brian's legacy? I mean, it's 2 majors, so probably not at all. It's cEDH.
It improves.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much a legend at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it means, at least to this community, a great deal. I didn't. Must have been Sean. Maybe it was Sean. But I'd bet $1,000 that he's pretty happy. I think that's probably correct. So incredible. We've had such a great time doing Punt City 2. And as you can see, the level up, big fan. But we saw some other things at this tournament. We saw
a lot of things. The deck that I have taken away from this tournament as maybe the spiciest thing I've seen. I won't call it spicy, but I enjoyed it. Was the Emil the Blessed deck. That was maybe my favorite deck.
I really did enjoy that. But
here we
the
go.
champion is here, so we'll stop talking about that. Welcome. Looking forward to this. This is we'll call it your second major cEDH title. Check out the mat. Very cool. We'll call this your second major cEDH title. You have the Vampiric Tutor. There's a huge aspect of just having the right card at the right time. How did it feel to take it down in that fashion?
That was pretty sweet. I needed that calling ritual to resolve just to reset the other 2 players who were way ahead.
Yeah.
Let my Ristic, let my Kraum do my thing, settle into a grindy game. That's what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And Appear in the Abyss was put on the stack.
Yeah.
Just down and dirty.
Just what you can do.
Give me that.
Yeah.
Easy game.
Big snag.
Caught him slipping.
So you worked your way here through some pretty tough competition, but if you had to tell us about the big thing that you took away from your rounds of Swiss going into the finals here, were there any big conclusions that altered your game plan for the finals, or?
Not really. I was in 4th position a lot this weekend. Mm-hmm. We played 7 rounds of Swiss, then 2, so 9 total rounds.
Yeah.
And I think I was in 4th position 5 times.
Okay.
So I was used to playing from the bottom. I actually kept my first 7 in the type of hand that I hate, which is Turbo, Hope It Works.
Yeah.
I kept Exotic Orchard Spirit Guide Dockside and figured in 4th spot, Dockside will pay
Maybe
me.
it'd be big enough, yeah.
Nobody gave it a single piece.
Yeah.
There was a Phyrexian Walker in play when it got to my turn, and I was just like, this didn't work. And let everyone kind of scrap it out, tutored for the Ristic study, and off we go.
There is shockingly a contentious statement that Ristic Study and Mystic Remora are the 2 best cards in the format. How do you feel about value of value engines right now in the current meta.
I guess the question is best at doing what? Because like the
Yeah.
best card in the format, there's lots of non-blue decks.
Yeah.
People just choose not to be able to put Ristic Study in their deck.
Yeah.
And like it's a reasonable choice to make. If I were to pick like a power level best card,
Yeah.
It's probably Breach.
Breach, yeah.
Like that's the one that I'm always like happy to see and unhappy
Yeah.
to see elsewhere.
Yeah.
Usually Breach ends up in Oracle. Like you could argue Oracle, but I think Oracle's the end of the road. Like
Yeah.
the various trains
Yeah.
that get you to the
Yeah.
station. I think Breach is the best
For
one.
sure. Chat has several questions, and I will try to get to a couple of them here. Number one, do you feel that your 60-card experience helps you keep a cool head through 9 rounds of cEDH?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I've won a Grand Prix. I've won the Star City Invitational. I'm used to high pressure situations.
Yeah.
Also, my job, I spent 11 years with people trying to hurt me physically every day. So
Okay.
like a card game is not gonna
Yeah.
rattle me in that sort
Yeah.
of way. So like yeah, absolutely, all of that helps. You do have to accept that there's 2 other players versus 1v1. Do I need to be closer? My bad.
bad.
You do have to accept there's 2 other players, and sometimes the decisions they make hurt your game, and not in like we got to stop this guy, but like
Yeah.
I do have open mana and I won't pay for this third party's Ristic Study, and then we just
Yeah.
die. Like that comes with the format, and you have to kind of accept that that's the thing.
Absolutely. So you took down several pods to get here. Well, what would you say the biggest instance of variance that you experienced was?
My round 6, we had top 16 Queen Alana in the pod,
Yeah.
and it was all of our winning in, and I was doing all the work. Alana had a turn 1 windfall from first position that I had the Mind Break Trap for.
Yeah.
The Tivit player resolved a Tivit at one point. I mystical tutored for Swords to Plowshare, then paid for the plow, the ward, and someone's Ristic to like keep this table stable.
through.
And then Alana snuck a Ristic in, and the other 2 players just decided to feed. And Alana easily had like a quad protected win 2 turn cycles later. And I was like, hey, please pay 1. So that one was, I'm not like tilted or mad at anyone. It's just like, that was just watching Rogsai be allowed to win after it was reduced to nothing. That one, I think Twitter will enjoy that.
I'm curious. You've played a few cEDH decks now. You've been playing Tymna Kraum. You've played against a few cEDH decks now. Do you have an opinion on what might be the best deck in the format right now?
So once again, we're talking about like what are all the
Yeah,
metrics by which you.
for sure.
But like I've played 2 cEDH tournaments and I've won them both with Tymna Kraum. Like just put all the good cards in a deck and learn how to play them well.
I think that's fair. Chat also wants to know who's your most enjoyable or memorable opponent you faced in this tournament?
We've already mentioned Alana. Alana's
Alana,
just
yeah.
great. I'm glad I got a sanctioned pod with her. Like we've played a lot of casual and practice games and stuff. Trying to think of if I've met anyone new. I mean, everyone's great. It's just been a long 2 days and my brain's a little mushy right now. But
Yeah.
like great people. I didn't have a bad experience. No jerks. Nobody. Yeah, whatever. Everyone's cool.
I guess the ultimate question at the end of the day is, will we be seeing you at more tournaments in the future, or are 2 majors enough? Or
My YouTube channel and content efforts, Bosch and Roll, are officially sponsored by Eminence Gaming, so they will have me at these. And I'm skipping a family reunion to be at the cookout. So
yeah, well, I can't.
I'm in.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the repeat. Me and Ashani will be there as well. So can't wait for the repeat. And we'll do this interview again in a few months. How about that?
Yeah, go for the 3-peat.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's great to talk to you.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Thank
we'll
you.
let you go decompress.
All right, I still got to drive home.
Yeah, me too. Well, congrats to our winner once again, Brian Coval, Bosch and Roll. We're going to get Ashani back in the shot, and I think we're then going to end the broadcast because we got to clean up and get out of here. But I just wanted to say to the community, your outpouring of support and love over the past couple days has been incredible. seeing you live in the chat has been incredible, and watching the numbers climb to 350
Absolutely amazing.
made my heart incredibly full. It's been tough times.
It's a wild ride. It was a wild ride.
It's been wild lately, and that outpouring of support means the world to us. Please keep your eyes peeled to all our socials, to our Eminence.events page, and to the Twitch channel here. And the best is yet to come.
Agreed.
We're just getting rolling. Be prepared for more in the future. From everyone here at Eminence, I'm Scoots. This is Ashani. Zane and Max is there, and Mikey's there, and Adam's here, and the
whole staff.
Former mayor of Punt City is over there. We love you all. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Laters.
For a casual format, this shit's pretty complicated.
The Command Tower software by Eminence Gaming is perfect for hosting your own Commander events with features such as easy-to-create event registration for 4-player Swiss-based games. Event management has never been so simple, and it's on the web, which means no downloads required. You can sign up for $5 by visiting eminence.events/subscribe.
I'll cast opposition agent. Okay.